So that is exactly what happened last week. I was uninspired. I needed to make a video for my YouTube channel. Maybe this is related to the current situation, the lockdown, the pandemic, and all that stuff. Basically, my brain just froze. So I thought maybe inspiration might be a great theme, a great subject. So here it is, inspiration. Where do I get my ideas from? Where do I get my inspiration from? For this first video, because yes, there might be other videos on this subject in the near future, we will talk about film, movies, cinema. From indie films to blockbuster Hollywood movies, I cannot deny that films, movies in general had an impact on my work, and still to this day. I'm not a fan of copying concepts and ideas from other artists, unless it's for learning purposes, and generally I keep these exercises for myself. I take several ideas, concepts, elements from different places, mix them, modify them, and I try to apply them to my own work. I always try to add my spice to it and take the concept or idea somewhere else, because if I don't do that, I will feel like a fraud. When watching a film, when watching a movie, I always ask myself, what do I feel? What does this particular scene do to me? Do I like it? And why? Why do I hate it? Is it boring or is it effective? And how can I use this in my own work? Or what can I learn from it? So basically, I'm trying to expand my vocabulary and I'm trying to find new tools to express myself. I believe that today being original is impossible. At best, you are a beautiful mix of different things, different elements, different concepts and ideas. All of this influenced heavily by your personal life, which will help you create something that will be kind of a reflection of who you are. The more elaborate and dense your vocabulary is, the more tools you have at your disposal, the more unique your work will seem to be. I sound like Yoda. I'm really surprised that I haven't been much more inspired by the lighting techniques that are used in some of my favorite movies in my work. But still, if you look closely, you can still see where I drew a lot of my inspiration. Backlighting, silhouettes, something that I really love in movies, something that I haven't done much. I believe I'm front lighting a little bit too much. I never went for that cinematic lighting in my photography, but I believe this is something that's going to change in the near future. By the way, the word cinematic, this will probably be the last time you will hear me say it. A word that has been beaten to death by a lot of YouTubers, and now I feel that this word doesn't make any sense anymore. I always was impressed by the feeling I felt while watching wide-angle shots in movies. That epicness, the background, the environment, that sense of power. I've used a lot of wide-angle lenses in my early work. Why do I use a lot of leading lines in my compositions? Now you know. So why movies and not photography? I feel that the majority of images that I have access to, especially here on Instagram, they all look the same. Some of these images are superbly executed, but if you strip off the technical aspect of it, there's nothing left. That's it. And I kind of feel this about my work these days, and this has to change. Last December, my wife and I decided to watch one movie per night. Past and present, ones that we have seen or that we have never seen. Childhood memories, movies that we are ashamed of today but that we loved watching back then. And of course, brand new releases. So what we do is that we both pick 15 movies, we throw them into a hat, and we pick one each night. In January, I decided to share some of my thoughts and some words on some of these movies on my Twitter. I will also share some of my favorite frames from some of these movies and a few words on some of my favorite cinematographers. So follow me on Twitter and follow the hashtag #EachDayMovie and let's start a conversation. So these days, if you're feeling uninspired, watch a couple movies. This will boost your creativity. Plus, this will help you give a little bit more context to your images. This will help you with the production design and give you a few ideas. And of course, this will help you tell better stories. Personally, I know that this is what I'm going to work on this year. So tell me, what are your favorite movies? Are you inspired by them? Tell us in the comments below. This one was a little bit different, but I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one, but until then, take care and have a good one.